Guys, you have to be wondering why I'm coming to you from this old historic graveyard that's just a few miles away from my home. I'm here to deliver a simple message, and it's this: the old ways of recruiting and hiring painters are dead. If you've been trying to post on Craigslist, ask your sales rep if he knows of anybody, ask your painters if they have a brother that paints, and it's not working anymore, it's not your fault. In 2008, we lost hundreds of thousands of painters because of the recession. They left the trade entirely. More recently, the government paid so much money to people to sit at home, we have lost hundreds of thousands again. And what that leads to are more painting contractors going after fewer painters and subcontractors, while the demand for painting services has risen. The average painter is worth somewhere between $50,000 to $70,000 in gross profits if you hit your budgets to every owner. Yet we spend hardly any time or money doing things that actually work to recruit painters. It baffles me. I want to invite you to the Hiring and Recruitment Pre-Day at the 7th Annual Painting Profit Summit, where I'm going to teach you the methods that I've used to help hundreds of painters recruit the carpenters, the painters, the crew leaders, the drywallers they need to get the projects done on budget and with customer satisfaction. Listen, the old methods don't work anymore. In this workshop, you're going to walk away with done-for-you franchise-grade tools. I would say they're better because I've consulted with every major painting franchise in existence to help improve the recruiting and hiring methods. We're going to give you exactly what you need to, number one, recruit. Recruitment is about having the outbound methods, strategies, and the messaging that is necessary to get the painters you need from a lead flow or an application flow standpoint. And there are lots of different methods to do that. There's not one way to find 10 painters this week, but there are 10 ways to find one painter. You need to employ those methods that only the most successful and the largest painting contractors use. Secondly, we're going to teach you how to hire, which means you need to assess the technical and non-technical skills of these painters very quickly. You can't just give them a 2-week trial, stick them with their crew leader, put a stranger in the home of your clients that you don't even know, waste a bunch of money only to discover this individual does not have the skills necessary, and you could have found that out in about 60 minutes of halfway decent research and trials and processes to eliminate those who don't need to be in your organization. We're going to teach you how to onboard your painters properly. If you set the wrong expectations, deliver the wrong message, do not get the buy-in you need, not only are you setting yourself up for failure, you're going to attract the wrong people and you're going to expose yourself to financial and maybe even legal risk. Then we're going to move into the process of retaining recruits. Now, what does that mean? So often, you may meet someone who would be a great fit for your company, but because they don't need to come work for you immediately, you forget about them. And then the months, maybe even years go by, you get on the phone, they won't return your calls, they don't know who you are. It's because we failed to build and maintain trust. Now listen, many of you would have better luck coming down here to this old graveyard and trying to recruit the painters you need than using the current systems that you're using that are failing and have failed maybe for months or years, maybe decades. At this Painting Profit Summit, we're going to teach you in the pre-day 4 hours of action-packed training. We're going to move fast. You're going to walk away with tools you can immediately take back to your market, in your business, and implement like day one. You're going to be ready to go. And if you're coming down to Chattanooga, Tennessee for the 7th Annual Painting Profit Summit to gather with the nation's most successful painters, you've got to learn how to get the capacity to deliver on the demand that's in the market. And we are in uncertain times. You have to offer not just employment, but better employment, and you have to know how to do that. Brandon Lewis with the Academy for Professional Painting Contractors. Click the button below. Sign up for this pre-day. Listen, one painter is worth, again, 50 grand to 70 grand a year in gross profits. If you're failing to find the painters you need, putting a little bit of money into getting the tools and equipping yourself is a great investment. You'd be foolish not to do it. Click the button below. Join us at this pre-day, live or digitally. I can't wait to see you there. Take care, guys.